Hi, I'm Cynthia. This is Sabertree Healing, and I'm here to help you heal and transform your reality. So, I want to share with you 5 simple things that can help you heal your own pelvic floor. I no longer suffer from pelvic floor pain, where before I used to suffer daily. For almost a decade, I had pain. After almost a decade of pain, I finally found the techniques, tools, and systems that I needed to actually heal. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I did that helped me heal my pelvic floor. These are simple things that you can do. You don't need a master's degree to do them, but it does take consistency. So you have to get committed to doing these things daily in your life. I no longer have pelvic floor pain, but when I did, I was doing these seriously and consistently for months, right? I was doing these tools consistently, daily, in order to get myself out of pain, and it worked. Now that I no longer have pelvic floor pain, I can pick and choose which things I want to do, but I definitely do something towards my healing, even though I no longer have pain, daily. I have to say that consistency is key. You can't do these things once and think you're going to be healed. I say commit to about 3 months of doing these 5 things, and you're going to see such a difference in your pain. I know that the hardest part is to get started, especially when you're in high pain, but do it. Just start, and you'll see a transformation start to happen in your body within the week. You'll see a difference. Okay, so the first thing that I did daily, and not just once a day, but I had awareness of it all throughout my day, was breathing, the correct pelvic floor breathing. And I did another video about exactly how to do this, so I'm not going to share that with you right now, but you can go back and look in my videos, and I made a very detailed video about how to do the correct pelvic floor breathing. I know this can be tricky for some people, especially if you're not into yoga or meditation, but if you spend some time learning how to properly breathe, it can be life-changing for you. There's a reason that people use breathing for, let's say, Lamaze, right? With having a baby, one of the most painful experiences for many women. Breathing helps you decrease your pain, so you should learn how to properly breathe. So if you're in constant pain, get on that. Start learning how to breathe. And what I did with this is I was constantly aware that I was doing the correct pelvic floor breathing. So what I did is I focused on my breathing a few times throughout the day. I made sure that I was trying to breathe properly at least 3 times a day. So I would wake up in the morning, make sure I did some proper breaths, and then throughout the day, whenever I got the chance, especially when I would be at work, I would just do the breathing and try to keep that in my consciousness. It was something that actually changed my breathing when I wasn't trying to consciously breathe. I was already taking deeper, fuller breaths. The second thing that you should start doing daily is meditation. And I know that for many people who've never meditated before, this can be a bit overwhelming, what I'm about to say. But when I was in high pain, I meditated anywhere from half an hour to 2 hours daily. And I know that can sound overwhelming, but once you get into it and you see the changes it does in your physiology, in your muscles, in your mind, right? Because this pelvic floor pain can cause you a lot of mental stress too. Once you see the changes that it brings you, you too will want to be meditating. Again, when I was in high pain, it was even hard to lay there to meditate with the pain for long periods of time, but I would just try my best. But at least half hour, I would sit, lie down, whatever position helped with the pain the most, and I would meditate. If this sounds overwhelming to you, it's actually a call for you to start a spiritual practice. It's actually a call for you to start meditating. Meditation has wonderful physiological, spiritual, and other health benefits that it's not just about your pelvic floor. You can benefit greatly from this. Your stress levels go down. Your overall health will improve. So if you don't know how to meditate, use YouTube. Go on there, find a technique that works for you. Find a way to do it. And if you say, I don't like meditating, it's really just about relaxing. So why not like relaxing? If that's an issue, then you need to look into that, right? Part of the problem of why our pelvic floor pain is there is many times because we aren't relaxed, because we have allowed life to overwhelm our muscles. So we need to counterbalance all of that. So meditation is a huge tool that you can use to change that. So if you don't know how to meditate, take any chance you get to learn how to do this. Make it your job, your education, to figure out how to meditate, to get better at it, and to use it for your health and well-being. Another thing that helped me greatly was, well, I figured this out on vacation with my family one time, that we went on a beach vacation and I was in the water daily and my pain lowered a lot. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I could recreate this at home. Living in New Jersey, the winters are tough. So what I did was I started doing warm Epsom salt baths, because the salt water is a miracle worker for your muscles. It really relaxes the muscle. What you can do is once a day, get in a warm tub. I like to go higher than warm, bit hot, so that it stays warm throughout the entire 20 minutes that you're in there. And when you're in there, do your breathing. Make sure that you can use that time to truly relax. Relax for 20 minutes. Epsom salt, you could pick that up at any drugstore. It's what athletes use to relax their muscles after a hard workout or a hard game. So you put some Epsom salt in there, and the trick is to go heavier on the Epsom salt. For most of us, this is not a problem. It won't cause any UTIs or issues like that. But go a little heavier than it says on the package. Think ocean water, right? So the ocean water has a high concentration of salt. So when you get in a bath, add double whatever they say on the package. 20 minutes a day can do wonders for your relaxation of your mind and relaxation of your muscles. All right, so the fourth thing that I did daily, and I still do this one, is you need to have body awareness. So this means that when you're having chronic pain, daily chronic pain, you need to be aware that this is happening for you. You can't just plow through your day working like crazy, taking care of the family, and not having a certain amount of body awareness. So this meant for me, what this included was throughout my day, even when I was at work, taking a few minutes wherever you can, find some peace and quiet. Or even if you're at your desk and nobody knows what you're doing, take a few minutes to become aware of how your muscles are. Are you tight? Are your shoulders tight? Is your pelvic floor tight, right? Most probably is. But breathe, use the breath again, and try to counterbalance the tightness of the day, right? Because if we leave the house in pain and tight and we return 20 times worse, it's harder to heal at the end of the day. So what I'd like to do is I like to implement throughout my day these moments where I become aware of myself, my body, what it's going through, and try to help it relax and de-stress, even if for a few minutes. So this included, for me, I had to lock myself up in one of the treatment rooms and just stand and breathe for a second and see how I could relax. So if my shoulders were getting tight, I would breathe and relax my shoulders. My pelvic floor, I would use the breath to relax that also. And this is a huge thing, even if you're home running through the daily routines of home life. You stop and take a minute for yourself. Because what it's going to do is, instead of building up all that stress in the body throughout the day, So just throughout your day, take some moments for body awareness and for yourself, just to relax and breathe. What you don't want to do is wake up in the morning with pain, gather more pain and stress throughout the day, to get home to gather a bit more stress and then try to fall asleep like that. You don't want to do that. When you get home after a long day, do some of the other tools I talked about. Do a little bit of meditation, jump in a hot bath, or even a shower, right? If you're one of those people who can't do the get in a tub. If you can get in a tub, get in a tub. But if you can't, even a hot shower would be good. But so do some things throughout your day. You know, find the time to do these tools. So the fifth thing that you want to be doing is to de-stress. You want to make it your job to live a calm, peaceful life with minimal stress. I know we all will get stressed no matter what, but find ways to de-stress your life, even if it's the little things. Become aware of how stressed you are in life, things that trigger you. What makes you angry? Are you angry? Are you irritable? Are there any of those high level emotions that you're carrying throughout your day? And if you're like, gosh, I've been angry or I've been more irritated. Many of us with pelvic floor pain, it gets to our sanity also, right? So we're carrying around this like frustration with living with daily pain. Find ways to lower any of those emotions for yourself. All the tools that I said before can help to do that, but also just being aware. If you are carrying anger around, if you're carrying grief around, if you're carrying bitterness, irritability, try to find ways to lower those emotions. And part of the battle is being aware that you're carrying them. If you are, they tend to settle on the pelvic floor and can cause havoc. You need to find ways to lower those emotions. And all the other points that I recommended can help you do that. So those were the 5 things that you can start doing today to help you decrease your pelvic floor pain. I hope you try it. Remember, you have to commit. Be committed to doing these things daily for yourself. Part of having pelvic floor dysfunction is a call to turn life around, to look at yourself more, to give yourself some love, some nurturing, some time for self-care. Doing these things, I know it can help you greatly. So I hope you try them. I know that it sounds a bit overwhelming for some people, taking out the time to meditate, to do baths, some people even think they can't find a minute during work to breathe and just become body aware. But this is part of the problem. If you can't take time out for yourself, your body will react. Your body probably is calling you to give it time and attention. So you have to do this for yourself. You have to give yourself a few hours a day. You are worth it. And remember, decide, commit, and take action towards your healing and transformation.